I'm Lonnie Bunch, the Secretary of the Smithsonian Institution, and I'm so honored to talk about my hometown, Belleville, New Jersey, or as we call it, Belleville. Belleville was the home of 3 generations of my family. 100 years ago, my grandfather moved there. My father went to the same public schools I did. In fact, we had the same kindergarten teacher. And in many ways, what I learned about from Belleville are many things. I learned, first of all, when to fight, when to run, and when to talk my way out of trouble. I also learned, though, what it was like to grow up in a nice suburban town. I learned how to play baseball, how to have fun, how to have the freedom of being a child. But I also learned that growing up in a town that was very diverse ethnically, I learned the difference between people from Italy and people from Ireland, and it really got me curious about the world. Even though I grew up in this small town, suddenly having somebody who immigrated from Sicily or somebody who moved from Prague really encouraged me to see the world differently. And I learned so much about what's the possibilities based on the immigrants that I grew up with. But I also learned how to work hard. Belleville was one of those working class towns where everybody worked long hours, but those long hours allowed them to find the houses, to raise their kids, to create a life where I could believe that I could be anything I wanted to be. So Belleville was the place that gave me hope, it gave me possibility, it gave me a foundation that led me to being the Secretary of the Smithsonian Institution.